So today I woke up to some pretty disturbing news. Apparently, Pastor Kenny Baldwin, who was a frequent speaker at the Independent Fundamental Baptist high school that I went to, was just arrested on charges of sending illicit messages to a minor. And I am actively still processing the whole thing. On one hand, I very much feel shell shocked and in disbelief, and on the other hand, I am somewhat unsurprised. So, the reason why I'm at least somewhat unsurprised about the whole Kenny situation is that even when I went to this Christian school, my friends and I were kind of sketched out by Kenny. Like, as I said, he would come to the school and give sermons occasionally. I think he went to the school every single year that I was a student there. And something he would do that kind of sketched me out was that sometimes he would pull individual students aside after his services and talk with them one on one for creepily long periods of time. But yeah, hearing this news about Kenny is just crazy to me considering how close to home it is. And I really hope his victim is able to find peace and healing, and I hope he is held accountable. But at the same time, I feel like it's important to note that even though this case is being brought to justice, there are so many other similar situations that remain unaccounted for in the church as a whole, but specifically in the IFB church. For example, when I was a teenager, I was very much surrounded by a lot of predatory adults, and to this day, they have not been held accountable for their actions. I am fortunate enough to say that I was not personally preyed upon by any of those adults, but I knew people that were, and it is just sickening to this day to know that none of those victims have ever received justice. But anyways, my main point is to say that both the Independent Fundamental Baptist Church and Christian fundamentalism as a whole defend and exemplify predatory behavior through the actions they take and choose not to take, and through the doctrine itself. And I and so many others can only hope that more cases like this are brought to justice.